Hello, everybody. Welcome to Brews and Blades on Father's Day 2020, July 21st. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Yeah, we were talking beforehand. Somebody asked me, Libby asked me, I got any knives for Father's Day? No, I got one for myself. Libby said, probably Hinder. No, it's the anthem. I got an anthem back again. So, yeah, I'm calling that my Father's Day gift to myself. I hope you guys can't hear that fan because if you can, souffle, it's hot up here. So I'm going to leave it on anyway, but I hope it's not too bad. Christopher Willem says, I'll sit back with a Heretic Double IPA. Is it really bad, Libby, or is it just kind of you can hear it? As long as it's just you can hear it, it's staying on because it is wicked hot up here. All right, cool. I am drinking a Brooklyn Summer. I know it's kind of default choice this time of year, but you know what? I like it. So, yeah, it's going to be on there. Probably when this is over with and you watch the replay, it won't be as bad because YouTube, when they do their thing, sometimes they do some noise reduction. So we shall see. But it is so hot. Yingling and Spidey Chef. Somebody said, what did you have in your pocket today? Well, for the beginning of the day, half the day, I was carrying the ProTech Invictus, ProTech PDW Invictus. I love this thing. But then I had to go out. You can tell I made myself steak for lunch because it still has steak grossness on it. Thought I got that off. Oh well. I had to go buy another fan, the one that you hear. So I didn't want to leave the house with this in my pocket. So I got the 077 or 707. What is it? 707. I'll get it right sometimes. Carrying one of your Protex today too. Good choice. I always love my Protex. Again, happy Father's Day to everybody, all the dads out there. Happy. I opened my beer and didn't drink it. Hey, Vortex EDC dude, John, David, maybe else I missed, Kyle, Kevin. Wow, 48 on here already. That's cool. I didn't know how it would go tonight, but I figured Father's Day, some people might want to say, screw you kids. I'm going to go talk about knives for a while. It's our right on Father's Day to do whatever we want to do. You did notice I opened the beer, by the way, with this Chris Reeve pry tool and or pocket pry bar and all access. I can't remember which one it was. I admit, I just got this for a review through Knives Illustrated. We have an EDC guide issue that comes out in the fall, and I'm doing an urban EDC thing, and I thought I would get one of these for that. Haven't been a big believer in the little pocket pry bars, but I've used the snot out of this thing in the week that I've had it. I'm really surprised at how much I actually use this little thing. It's been in my pocket every single day since I got it. It's just so light, and you never even know it's there. Yeah, this is a 1.5, yeah. And of course, just plain. But he does them all kinds of colors. They're not inexpensive. I think this one's $88, but man, I've used the hell out of it. Use the bottle opener, of course. Use I've used the pry function a little bit, not much. Opened a couple paint cans for my wife and stuff. And then I've also used the little sharpish corners to open some. I got a couple of boxes delivered that were just packed full of stuff. I could feel how packed full they were that I don't want to take a knife to it and cut something. So use this, just kind of break the tape. I've been using the hell out of this thing. These are pretty handy. So handy actually, and it's pretty enough. I'm just going to leave it up there so we can all look at it. Thank you, Wayne's Sharp World, very much for the donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, the super chat is open. You want to kick in a few shekels? Hanging out, EDC do hanging out. A 2-year-old. He loves knife videos. He'll watch me for hours. He's so cool. Yeah, 2 is such a fun age, unless they're awful. I had one of each. My son was a lot of fun when he was 2. My daughter was a brat when she was 2. Lynch Prize are fantastic. Happy Father's Day, Brian. Thank you, Zach Stuff. I know Zach's happy to see an anthem back here again. I got my original anthem from Zach, and then I had to let it go, and I really wanted one back. And I have to thank Southern Edge Knife Works for hooking me up so I could get another one back again. And I am super, 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 super elated to have it back. I have not carried it yet, though. because still has the original clip on it. I will not carry it with this clip on it. So we all know what it looks like. It looks like a veiny something, and I just can't. And my replacement clip arrives tomorrow. So I'm getting the same clip I had on my old one. The MXG Gear bronze clip for this matches the bronze exactly. It actually, as you can see, matches better than the stock one does. So when I get that in, then I'll start carrying the heck out of it again. Jeremy Ross says, I just had to use my Anthem as a toothpick because I didn't feel like getting a real one. I use my Swiss Army knives. This one, my little Warhog one, I use the little Swiss Army knife toothpicks all the time. I bought like I think I have a package of 20 of them or something off of eBay. Thank you, Zach Stuff. Appreciate the donation. So what all we have out here? Let's talk first of all about, it's been in a video, but I got the most amazing gift this weekend. And it wasn't just this. The guy sent a couple more knives too. But this was definitely the highlight. Great dude, Matt. Last year he sent me a package with a bunch of, I think it was like a lot of drop stuff. It was a great gift. A lot of really cool knives, not inexpensive stuff. But this time I got a CKF Snafu 2.0 and brand new, never carried, and holy crap, this thing is awesome. This is like a knife that was a grail, but I didn't know it was a grail until I had it, if that made any sense. It's just, listen to that. CKF's from Russia. It's debatable about where they're made, but yeah, the company's from Russia. The website's from Russia with knives. But yeah, listen to that. Integral. It's a Peter Rosenti design. It is awesome. Everything he sends me, he says I can sell to help finance the channel. I'm not saying I'm going to keep this one forever, but I'm going to keep it for quite a while. They go for a lot. So I think they were $675 new. So, and they only made 400. So they go for a smidge more than that. So I'm sure there will be a day when my Volkswagen breaks again or something that I have to let it go. But yeah, it's, for now, it's freaking awesome. And it's not that ridiculously heavy. Let me break out the scale. I can manage to do this. We have several interesting knives to talk about that are flanking it as well. Hello. I don't know why my scale says that. Yeah, it's only 5.5 ounces, so it's not too ridiculous. Not too ridiculous at all. Libby, I just have the A10 at the moment. I had the Coat 4 and loved it until I had to use it a bit hard, too skinny. I can understand that. I've always been fine with mine. Another one here. Remember, was it Tuesday? I reviewed this. The Adam Purvis. Yep, the Adam Purvis. Is it the Primordial or yeah, the MR, the Primordial MR, and is it? That's not the Primordial. Which one is this, guys? I'm so hot right now. I can't even remember which one it is. But I reviewed the cheaper MR, and I thought. Remember at the end of the review, I said, you know, man, Progeny, thank you, the Progeny MR. And I thought, you know what, man, I like this so much, I might have to get the more expensive one, the Progeny V2. Yeah, that didn't take long. So yeah, I have the Progeny V2 now as well. It's bigger. I didn't realize that they were different sizes. The V2 is just a little bit bigger. And it has a thumb stud on it, and it's awesome. Wait to hear the sound on this one. It sounds so good. I see the Mini Freak hiding over there. I just got mine yesterday, finally. I love it. I just recorded the review of that yesterday, and it will be up on Monday. So, yeah, I did the full review on that. But listen to that. That sounds, for a carbon fiber liner lock. Carbon fiber often, like, mutes sound. Very good. Yeah, the blacked out Progenies are pretty cool, but I'm always so worried about scratched blades. I prefer this finish, but if I don't have to get coated, I don't, as you can see by what's sitting here, except for I guess that one's kind of coated, but yeah, really, really, really like it. definitely, I like this one too, and it's smaller, so I have an excuse to keep them both. This one is a little smaller, but really like the V2. It is super cool. Yeah, Adam Purvis reached out to me and we made it happen. So he saw my review and liked it and made it happen. So this happened way sooner than I thought. I thought maybe in a month or so I'll get the fancy one. Took 2 days. Kevin Nocchioli says, did you see the 80/20? I did. They're a little rich for my blood. I was not expecting an 825 price on them. I don't know, for somewhere I heard they were gonna be like $400 or $500. I would already have one, but that much, yeah. I'm gonna wait for Cold Steel to make one. Hello, Lavender Pants and everybody. Wayne's Sharp World, Kellen. Does anybody miss Randy? Menace with a Knife. Yeah, Andrew Demko was on Knife Junkies thing on Saturday, and he said there's no current plans to, but you know they're gonna. You just know they're gonna. How does the design of the new ZT stand up to the bare knuckle for you? Tip looks fragile. It is pretty fragile. It is definitely more of a gentleman's knife than the bare knuckle is, but I really like it. The kind of stuff that I usually wind up doing, it'll hold up fine, and I just love the look of it. It's so slim in the pocket. Like I said, this pocket clip does not work well with thicker pants, but like I've been wearing the last couple of days camping pants. So yeah, where's the giant mouse grain? I'll get it out here in a little bit, T-Rex. I don't have it. Did I? I'm an idiot. I didn't even put it. I usually, when I do this show, I have like an easy access box next to me. And I didn't even put it in there, so I'll have to reach back in the case, but I will definitely do that. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Another interesting one I have. This one is not out yet, but it will be in very small numbers in the next couple of days, and then July 1st out completely. So you guys remember I reviewed if you remember, the American Blade Works Model 1 V3, and love so much about this knife. This is aluminum scales, steel liner lock. I loved so much about it, but the action is just not great. It fired good that time, but access to the lock bar wasn't good. It was a knife with, like, you see it fired like that. It was a knife with so much potential. And my review of it was kind of mediocre, saying I love so much, but this blade is amazing. It's like single-digit thousands behind the edge. Its ergonomics are fantastic. When it does fire, it makes a fantastic noise. But it just didn't always... the detent was just barely there. You can shake it out easily. I'm not going to because I don't want to scratching these expensive knives. Well, this is how I love, or why I love American Blade Works. The owner reached out to me, said thank you, sent me an Instagram message. I saw it was for them. I'm like, oh no, he's gonna be really upset about the review. He said, thank you. I'm listening to all your concerns. I'm already working on a V4. I think I've implemented some of your changes, but I'm going to implement more. He asked me questions, stuff that I would change, and now here's the V4. It is going to be available in small quantities this week on his website, which I think is AmericanBladeWorks.com, and then July 1st, full bang, they're going to be out. It is a little bit different. It is a titanium liner. A really full, like, titanium liner instead of the kind of half one that the V3 had. This is the carbon fiber. It's also going to be in G10. Several colors of G10. Same pocket clip, which I'm not in love with the pocket clip, but it works okay, but it's not fantastic. But this is what he fixed. First of all, you can access that liner lock all day long now. That's super easy. And the detent is perfect. Just perfect now. And with this amazing blade on it, yeah, this went from to Knife of the Year contender. Like, it is that good. I really like this. I'm hoping that he's going to be able to make them in good numbers, and this will kind of be like, in my mind, like a Skaha you can buy. But yeah, great sharpening choil. The carbon has some little, like, lines in it. It is intentional to give it a bit of texture. So the G10's the same way. So thank you, Alexander, very much. Yeah, the super chat is open if anyone wants to kick anything in. But yeah, you'll be seeing a full review on this very soon. Some will be popping up on his website. What's the weight? Let's look. I did not compare the weights between them yet because I've not filmed the review on this. So, hello. All right. There we go. 3.5 on the new one, and this is the carbon. The G10 is probably gonna be like 3.54 or something like that. There's really not that huge of a weight difference, and yeah, 3.7. A little lighter without the aluminum. Has a more conventional structure on the back. A titanium back spacer instead of this kind of faux integral thing. This is good, and just 3.5-inch blade, and just kudos to him for just God, I hate when people say kudos to something, but good job on him for reaching out, not being upset that I didn't like a lot of things about the knife, and just asking, how can I fix it? I'm already working on fixing some stuff. How can I fix it? So good for him. And yeah, they're still gonna be pretty reasonably priced. I think they start with the G10 one. I think it's either a little over or a little under 200 with S35 VN, all made in the USA, all machined and stuff, but hand finished and assembled and all that. That's not bad at all. Hello, Ben Post, Uncharted Trucker. It's a very interesting username. I like that you really like the Benchmates on the table. Yeah, the review of this one's up tomorrow night. It's all recorded. And this is an Anthem I got back again. I had one and I sold it and I got a new one. So yeah, EDC says, damn, I want aluminum still. All he's shown is the G10 and carbon, but I can't see why he couldn't still do aluminum, but I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, the ergos are awesome. Now the only complaint I have about it at all is just that the pocket clip is kind of meh. That's it. It works great on thinner pants. Thicker pants, it's a no-go, but so are a lot. I mean, I just mentioned the 0707. The Progeny's not awesome in in thicker pants either, so that happens. Neither's the Anthem with the stock clip. Does the tip of the bug out just graze your hand when you close it? I've never noticed that on a bug out. The only thing I ever noticed it on was a Hogue Deca. Hello from the Bahamas, Nolzzy 242CK. I have fairly skinny hands, so I don't really notice that much. I like that Anthem, but hate thumb studs. Loving my Malibu. Well, you don't have to use the thumb studs on an Anthem. You can just do that. But ooh, it touched something. Forget I did that. But yeah, it's so nice to have an Anthem back again. I remembered how much I liked it, but this one is I think it's even smoother than my old one. I did not take it apart, but I did immediately do a little, compressed air trick and blew everything out, and then, blew some lube back in there, and it just makes such a good sound. Love, love, love the Anthem. Alexander LeBlanc says, my bug out does that sometimes, but I have ham hands. The Uncharted Trucks, do you like the Anthem quite a bit, or is it much higher league than the Super Freak and the new Mini Freak? The Anthem is not, I think Zach will back me up. Zach is here. The Anthem is not like any other Benchmade. Other than having a lock, that's kind of Axis-y like. It's not even the same. It doesn't have an Omega spring or anything. It's completely different. Yeah, it's adopted. It's Benchmade's adopted whatever. Vicky, I don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't in a super chat, and I haven't gotten money from anybody named Vicky, so I don't know of which you speak. No, Robert Durand, I do not. I thought I marked that. Oh, no, I do. I'm sorry, I do, Robert. Yes, I do. I forgot. Guy said he was going to buy it, and then he didn't. So we're talking about something else, Patreon sale thing. I'm still going to get my first ProTech this week. Pretty stoked. I'm pretty sure I'm going with the ProTech Emerson CQC7. That was cool. I had one of those, and I Did one of those, used it for a trade me anything. It's a cool knife though. The Benpo says Anthem versus Paisan. The Paisan doesn't do much for me. I've just never really been into the Paisan. I don't know why. I mean, it's just kind of too big or something, but I like bigger knives now. Maybe I'd like it better if I handled it now, but Ronald Barnes says, thoughts on the ProTech TR3? I will let you know. I'm going to get one of those operator versions with the tritium on the push button and they're all blacked out with no logos. I'll be getting one of them at some point in the future, whenever they're out. The DM about the bug out. Just email me, please, about the bug out because I have to keep everything in one spot or I'll get confused. So please email me. Don't DM me. I got your email. I'll email you back when this is done. Yep, I'll email you back in a minute. When we're done here. Welcome back, Lavender Pants. And Kai says, thank God Benchmade made the tool set soft. I almost stripped out my 200 knife on accident. DTM Gear says, got my first Medford fries. Oh, cool. What'd you get? You can't just say I got my first Medford and not say which one it is. Let's switch some stuff out. What are we going to pull out of here? I'll pull this out because you guys are going to see enough of this tomorrow. And, somebody said Medford and somebody said ProTech. So we'll do this one and what else should I put away? Yeah, we'll put away the snafu just so they can only appeals to a very small amount of people. So, because it is a very pricey knife that you can't get anymore. And ProTech's my new Newport. Really like the look of that one. Thanks, Big Red. I appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't stick around your live stream last night. You go so late. I was actually up for once, so normally I jump on your live streams when I just come home from a show and I'm all like either wired up because I had a good set or upset because I didn't. But last night I just was awake. Glad you got another Anthem, one of my grails for sure. It should be Matt J. It's not a bench. I mean, I know it's a Benchmade, but it's not like any other Benchmade. It's really completely different. The lock system's different. It's titanium integral. It's just really well done. Really, really well done. Oh, actually, Big Red, I remember why I was up. I was waiting for my daughter to get home. She'd gotten home by the time you started, but she'd like just gotten home. You know, it's like 18-year-old daughter. Like, she's 18. I shouldn't worry, but I do. I still wait up for her. Microtech is my favorite knives. Beta Works Cutlery says yes. Microtechs are awesome. I have a few. I have two of them sitting here in the on deck circle. Next time I switch knives out, I'll bring some Microtechs out. Oh, somebody asked about the nope, knocked over can. Somebody asked about the Grand 187 DLT exclusive. Awesome. You didn't have to do another super chat for that, man. I was just looking for it, but thank you. The Grand. Yes, this thing is really cool. I'm quite enjoying it. We can fit one more in here, right? We can just shuffle some stuff. I'm sure we can. I'll probably wind up banging knives together and get stuff in the comments. And then I'm going to bring out some cheaper stuff here in a minute, too. But, yeah, the Grand is pretty awesome. And it was cool to work with them to be able to put the review up the moment that they were available. I got this about what they went live Friday. I think I got this on Tuesday. And got to play with it. And it's a good old bruiser of a knife. On clearance. Why would they have clearance on an Adam Lavender Pant? Says, well, I almost bought one from, if you are in the military and you want an Anthem, go to the AFIS website, because now any military veteran, doesn't matter how long you were in, you just punch in like your social security number and stuff, and they verify that you're a vet, and you can use the AFIS stuff, so you can buy stuff from any BX or whatever, and they usually have Anthems for 305 or something like that. They're really cheap. So I almost got it from there, but Southern Edge hooked me up even better than that. So thank you very much to Southern Edge Knife Works. He's usually on here, but I bet he's hanging out with his kids. Chad usually pops in. But yeah, but if you're a vet, you can get an Anthem or a lot of Benchmates. Who has Stone Cold or Stone Cold? Who has Benchmates on clearance? I didn't see what you said above. I have so many knives in here now that I can't operate my mouse. It's not letting me scroll. That's annoying. What happened here? I'm gonna hit refresh because my comments for you guys are not. My computer locked up, so I can't see what you guys are talking about at the moment. Stand by. I lost viewership to your chat. Stand by, because I can see you on my phone, but it scrolls by way too quickly. And there we go. And I'm back. I can see you. My daughter is 27, married to a dairy farmer, and I still worry, Jamie D. You should worry. I used to hang out with dairy farmers. I grew up in the southern tier of New York. I got in a lot of trouble with dairy farmers. You should be worried. Lavender Pants, Dicey, how are you liking the Model 1 V4 so far? Is it breaking nicely? Yes, very nicely. It's great. I just put it off to the side, but or did I? Nope, it's over there. I moved it. It's still off to the side technically. I cleaned it and had a little bit of lock stick and realized he had put like some graphite on it and it kind of needed that, but other than that, it was great. I put some graphite back on it and it's awesome. Yeah, Uncharted Trucker, the dairy industry is in the crapper. Yeah, unfortunately, it kind of is. I know a lot of my old friends are having. I know one of my friends was raised on a farm, owned inherited the farm. I worked on that farm for one summer and realized I don't like working on farms. But now he sold the farm and he works at Home Depot. So credentials that ProTech is so sweet, super slick. Gonna pick up the Benchmade bug out instead. Yeah, the bug out's good too. This is almost as light as a bug out, not quite, but yeah, this is just the 1354. As you can tell, I carry quite a bit because it's got schmutz all over it, but it's just the basically naked aluminum with carbon fiber. The black one, I sold that one and got this, but yeah, the Newport's just awesome. Knife Watch says Kapara is slippery and a bit too thin. Looks amazing in hand, but I think it's great in hand. That's one of my favorite things about the Kapara. It is slippery, but it locks in pretty good. I remember when I was young, milk was like $3.50 a gallon at one point. Now my local store it's 79 cents a gallon. Literally nothing has gotten cheaper in the past 20 years. I think you're right. Waypoint or small Sabenza, Brian? Ivor Forrester asks. Well, for me, the small Sabenza does not fit my hands well at all. It's a very uncomfortable knife for me. I know a lot of people like it. I'm the same way with the mini grip. The mini grip tilling everybody raves about. It doesn't fit my hands. So the small Sabenza is the same way. I would do Waypoint over the small Sabenza and save your money like Knife Watch does. But yeah, because the small Sabenza just doesn't fit my hands at all. OCD for EDC. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. And happy Father's Day and all that stuff. Oh, and Zach, you are going to be able to see on the Knives Illustrated website. He's my newest guest reviewer on there. So he's going to be reviewing the 9400 for us. So hopefully we can... He doesn't know this yet. Can we have that out on the 25th when it's launched? That would be cool. That would make Benchmade happy. He's just going to do a little mini review on there. And it'll go out in the newsletter and all that stuff. So, Lavender Pants says, "Are you grabbing a Banter Tuesday slicey?" I'm gonna try to. Depends. Oh yeah, I'll have money. I get my. I'll save. How much are they? They're only like 100 and something, right? They're like low hundreds. I've got I'll try and grab one. Yeah, I reached out to Ben and way too late to ask for a review sample, and he said, "Sorry, dude, they're all gone." Yeah, 108. Yeah, I'll try and grab one. I get my YouTube money on Tuesday, so or no, Wednesday. As long as my YouTube money comes in on time, I'll go grab one. What's up, guys? Vicky Vansi. I don't know what you're talking about, Vicky. I really don't. Email me because I don't know what you're talking about. I have nothing from you. Don't know. If it was a super chat, I would have mentioned it, and I don't remember mentioning your name until then. So, hello, we're just setting up for the live show. Yeah, when I'm done, go over and pop over to OCD. I don't know if you guys were on tonight or not, so I hadn't said anything. I debated it for a while, but then I decided to. Benchmade with the arrow vibe pattern is so slick. Nice blade. Review that bad boy. Now, it's an Anthem I did before. It's actually a pretty older. It's an older model actually. I reviewed it already. Yes, the arrow pattern looks really cool on this side, and it looks cool on this side, but it does not look cool on the clip. So I have a new clip coming for it. Not gonna lie, I pre-ordered the ZT0707 primarily because the number is so cool. No, I got, like I said in the review, I got this next day air. I just gotten my Patreon money, and I told you guys I stick all my Patreon money back into the channel. I spend a little bit of the YouTube money on bills, but it happened to get my Patreon money that morning and happened to be on Blade HQ right when Blade HQ, yep. That's what's talking about Blade HQ on Instagram right when they launched it. Bought it direct from there because ZT's going map now. All their prices are map on their site. It's the minimum advertised price on their site. I don't know what that's all about, but I jumped on and I had the extra money and I thought, screw it, I'll get next day air. And I ordered it at like 2 in the afternoon Eastern. I had it at like 9 something the next day. What brews on tap right now? One I need to drink more of, I can tell you that. It's a Brooklyn Summer. It's kind of my default this time. I really like the Grand. The Grand is very nice. It's a beefy sucker. It's like if I guess it's the same as the GM5, but I never got to handle a GM5. Vicky says, "Is your new Anthem clip from MXG Gear?" Yes, it is. I had one on my previous Anthem, and it matched exactly. So I got the exact same one that I used to have. So I sold my Anthem, and I missed it, and I got another one. Waiting on a second-hand Mastrop Tashi Prisma Gear. That's a really good one, Justin. I was really, 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 really tempted by that. I got one here as a loaner, and I had the chance to buy it, and I almost did. I'd buy a purple banner, so would I. But I'm gonna aim for the blue one. But to get a review out to you guys, I'll get either one. But I'm gonna aim for a blue one. Drinking old style beer right now. Going classy, Tackle Central. Classy with the old style. I've never had an old style to my knowledge. Thank you, Fernando. Oh, and thank you, Zach. I didn't see that one. Thanks, I appreciate it. I have a 10B PM2 shipping my order. Oh, cool. Ever handled an artisan proponent? Which one is that? I don't remember. I've handled so many artisans. Is that the really thick, bulky one? I have not handled that one. I think it's the thick, bulky one. It's really good. All I know is old style is supposed to be cheap, isn't it? That's all I know about it. Yeah, like that's the one. No, I haven't handled the proponent. If I did, it was like a Blade show or something, and I've forgotten about it. I used to not be into big, heavy knives. Well, we're up to 117. That's cool. I wasn't looking at the numbers here. I just thought it'd be kind of a low, slow night, but doing all right. Pretty much normal. It's cheap and kind of hard to find. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I just knew it was cheap. I've heard it like as the butt of jokes, and that's all I've really heard about it. People think I'm a beer snob. I'm not a beer snob. I like some cheap beer. I actually don't mind. Wow, this is really crooked. I'm just noticing now. 35 minutes in the show. I actually really like PBR. I think PBR is not bad at all. But I learned with PBR the hard way. I can only drink 3. If I drink 4, then I have stomach issues. Just hopped on. Are those new scales for the new American Blade Works? This is actually, it's a new knife. This is the V4 that will be launching on the site. There are going to be a few trickling out this week, but the official launch is July 1st. So I'll have a review up of this sometime this week. But no, it's a lot different. When this is over, if you go back, I did a little comparison between the two of them. PBR hot dog water rules. So you like PBR, but you don't like Bud Light. That is correct, Uncharted Trucker. I think PBR has more flavor to it than Bud Light does. See you later, Beta Works. Time for the fire pit. Cool. Sounds good. I have to be in bed way too early for fire pit action tonight. And also, I live in a city, so I don't have a fire pit. The city frowns on open flames. You'd be surprised. Stuck on Bell's that Two-Hearted Ale is really, really good. I do like the Two-Hearted very, very much. The first time I had that was out in Wisconsin, and I just was addicted to it. And then it was probably like 6 months later, my buddy owned a beer store, and I had mentioned it to him. And he goes, "Hey, I got it." And I was like, awesome. So yeah, I think I went on a good long stint of just drinking nothing but Two-Hearted as well. Justin Huffman flat scales. I don't know what that's in reference to. Did you grab a Bombshell Flashback Slicey? No, that didn't really appeal to me, Knife Watch. It just wasn't something that really blew my skirt up. I've been saying blew my skirt up a whole lot lately. I don't know what that is. Do you still like a Spyderco Smock, or do you like the Watu better? I like them both. If I sold one, it would, at the moment, it'd probably be the Smock. Smock's a great fidget toy, but I really don't find myself carrying it a whole lot. Matt J says, "CA Cigar City beer is up there." Nope, have not heard that at all. Thanks. Pretty excited for the Solaris Baitworks. Yeah, I just actually right before we started, Zach, I watched your review on that. Yeah, that's really cool. Good for Blade Banner. Big Red East says, "All right, my turn to kick some butt in badminton. Have a great week." Oh, you know what, Big Red? I will challenge you to, if we ever have a chance to play badminton, I will crush you at badminton. I think I could have been a professional I think I could have been an Olympic badminton player. Because really, how hard would it be to get on the U.S. Olympic badminton team? Like, how do they find the U.S. Olympic badminton team? It's not like a sport we play. Do they, like, just stalk, like, graduation parties and family reunions? Like, how do you find someone who's really good at badminton in the U.S.? We don't have leagues or anything. I suck. Just got to talk smack. Well, I'm pretty decent at tennis, and so badminton is just like tennis in slow motion. I love it. Thank you, Danny T. Same to you. I was very close to buying the Micarta Progeny MR today, but I think the handle will be too narrow for my preference. It's not that narrow, really. Where did I put the MR? Did I put it back down here? I had the MR out a moment ago, and I'm not quite sure where I set it down, but it's not much different than the carbon one. It's actually pretty wide handle. Maybe it's narrow this way. Love the British accent. Thank you. It's just my horrible impression of Matt Berry, who's on like What We Do in the Shadows. Is probably what most people know him from now, but you know, here's the MR. Just let's say it tapers quite a bit. Yeah, not really. If you look at it, it does. I mean, width, I think this dimension. If you're talking about height, then yeah, it gets pretty narrow towards the back. But like I said, if this small one, if my hands were the MR, if my hands were any bigger, it would probably be kind of uncomfortable. But my hands barely fit. But the V2 fits awesome with some room to spare. I'll be doing a full video on this week sometime. But yeah. Like that a lot. So as I get Knife Watch, as you get bored of the TRM Adam, noticed you haven't been carrying the 2019 Knife of the Year much. No, I still carry it a fair bit, but it's just it never makes the top 10 because I have so much new stuff coming in that, you know, new shinies sneak their way in there. This but you know, I don't know, I haven't added up for this month yet, but I do know I did I did carry it quite a few times a month. It might make it this month. We'll see. No, it won't. I've been carrying the Neutron more because was without a Neutron. I've had the Neutron back. The Neutron will be on there, but that's the Atom isn't going to be. BD Swaim just arrived. What the duck is up? We're just talking about NAFs, drinking beer. Lavender Pants says just so many awesome new things releasing just back to back. Yeah, I can't keep up every time. Like I have so many like ideas for videos for filler, and I have no time for filler. I mean, like tomorrow, like I have stuff I have to get out this week. Like tomorrow, I have to get the mini freak out. Well, maybe there's still a few of them available somewhere. I got to get the American Playworks V4 out. I have another Civivi one to do, and because I know you guys love Civivi reviews. I did promise to put some budget stuff out here, so we're gonna do that. I put the Anthem away, put the Medford away. Oh, let's bring out some Civivis. So the Dogma I just reviewed. This is really cool. I do very much like that. We're gonna put the Progeny away. We've been talking that I called the Primordial earlier like a moron. And we're gonna bring out some budget stuff I got coming up. I also got this mini Bull Mastiff and the little Kaiser Contrail, which is kind of a neat little thing. So yeah, these are coming up. Lavender Pants says, did you see Stasa grind down his Civivi Bull Mastiff? It looks awesome. I saw like his concept sketch of it, but I didn't know if he had done it yet or not. Oh no, take away the poor Anthem for the Civivi. Well, the Anthem's been around for a while. I can't leave them out here all the time. I'd have the same 5 knives up here all the time. Got to keep things moving. Davis Lars says, watch your old Buck Marksman review a few days after I ordered mine. It's cool to see your channel grow over the years. Yeah, God, I would love to have a Marksman Gray Ghost back again. I really miss that thing. Lion Knives says, I hear something is different in your voice. No, it sounds the same to me, in my ears anyway. Thanks for your concern, though. Bull Mastiff is sweet, chunked first VV, but great action. Yeah, I'm kind of over the cleaver thing, but it is a cool knife for sure. And I know not everybody's over the cleaver thing, but I'm kind of over it. But it is cool. Just big enough that it fits my hands. I do like the Contour G10 and all that stuff, so. Was the Shaman a fad? No, I don't think so. They're still going nuts with the sprint runs, and people are still snapping them up in a millisecond. I don't think it was a fad at all. I do have a Gray Ghost I'm not really using. Well, get in touch with me, Libby. Maybe we can make a trade of some sort. Yeah, it's probably just the fan. I got to keep cool. I'm gonna sweat my boobies off. As OCD for EDC would say, I don't want sweat in my hoot gooch. So, as his wife would say, I guess, more accurately. I've used that phrase no less than 4 times since I heard it on your last live show. Boney Blade says, what's up, Oliver? Hope you're good Father's Day. Just got home from dinner. Primer Rocks used my 940-201 to cut steak. Yeah, I used this, or I just put it away. My Invictus today to cut steak. I cooked myself some steak. My son and I are the only 2 people in my house that eat steak. My wife and daughter don't like it. Far left, please. Talk about that one. I did a lot earlier. This is the American Blades Model 1 V4. When this is over with, you can just scroll back and watch it. Shaman or wait for the PM2 Tanto for a work knife? I think for a work knife, I'd probably get a Shaman. Tackle Central Freak says, review on the Benchmade 9400. I'm not allowed to till the 25th. And on the 25th, you will definitely get one. Both here and on the Knives Illustrated site. Grilled ribeyes myself. Lavender OCD says, I want to know exactly what a face ball is. Eyeballs? Yes, it's eyeballs. And of course it sounds more inappropriate. You gotta have your face balls to Look at the Hoot Gooch. Hoot Gooch is cleavage, as far as I understand. OCD can correct me if I'm wrong. Still have your Medford? Yeah, I like literally just took it off the screen like a minute ago. Do you wish the new giant mouse was a flipper? Robert Duran says, no, I don't. I'm kind of over flippers. So, I mean, I don't mind if a knife has a flipper on it, but you get flipper fatigue. I'm totally fine with it not being a flipper. Cool to see Civivi going with a stonewash blade. I will agree with that, Justin. That is cool. Is the Anthem your favorite integral? Well, it was until I got the Snafu, and that's pretty darn cool. I haven't had a whole lot of integrals. I do have an EZC 2.0 for the moment, but that came in for a review and is already sold and going to be going out to someone else tomorrow. But what other integrals have I had? Oh, I had I had a loaner of the Eon, the Isham designed. Yeah, no, I would say, yeah, probably like, yeah, I don't know, it's the Anthem or the Snafu. Can you Spidey flick the new giant mouse? Yes. I did a review on it where I showed that. Very easily. Very, very easily. I do have a full review out there, so Hollywood Tactical says, can you do a video of all the types of knives like integrals, front flippers, axis style knives? Well, I don't have all of them. So I could do as much as I have, but I would have to, it would probably be a hour and a half long video. But yeah, I don't have everything, and I like to actually show stuff, not just do pictures. But don't forget Opinel, best budget. Oh yeah, because kind of Opinel, I have a whole ton of integrals. Tackle Central Fish says new ProTech action. Which you mean the one that's sitting out here? Fires like ProTech. Somebody mentioned the LUDT. You know, if the LUDT is mentioned, it must be seen. That's just how it goes. And then what else can we put away? We'll put away this little Kaiser. Malibu or Mordax? Knife watch. People ask me that all the time, and other than being button locks and made by ProTech, I could not describe to you how different those knives are. So I do not think that is a valid comparison. So that is why I don't usually answer that. And we'll bust out the 9400 since everybody else is showing them Instagram and stuff now. I might as well. Let's see if it works too. SOCOM Elite. The SOCOM, yeah, the LUDT blended in, yeah. It's why it's that color. It's just a floating blade now. SOCOM Elite is, I'll get it out before the end here. Justin Huffman says, excited for the swayback at all, wondering if I shouldn't just get one because I know it will sell in the secondary if I don't like it. No, I'm not going to get one. I reversed. I was going to, and then I've watched other people's reviews of it, and I thought, you know what? I don't think I really need that. That's my own story, but the ZT looks rather like the Sinkovich design. Oh, yep, I mentioned that in the review. So weird to see a 940 blade without thumb studs. Yeah, but I don't need them because it goes kabang. Holding out on the 940 auto until I see what versions come out next. Yeah, I'm sure when the next version comes out, this one will probably get sold and I'll get the other because totally get why they went with the green and purple. I totally get it. It fits it's the heritage of the 940. It's what the original one was. I completely get it, but you guys know I'm not a huge green fan. I know that technically this is supposed to be green, but to my stupid eyes, it looks brown. So green micarta just looks brown to me. I'm not the only one, right? Danny T says aluminum scale scratch. I'm pretty careful about not putting anything else in my pocket with my knives. So if I do, it's my vape, which is all plastic, and it's not going to scratch it up. The Uncharted Trucker says, you got a 940 auto. Lucky. Yeah, it was a coordinated launch thing through Knives Illustrated and stuff, so that I'd have it on launch day and have some experience with it, when it launches on the 25th. But they let me sneak it out last week on the show, and then Everybody else is posting on Instagram and stuff, so screw it. I'm gonna leave it out here for a little bit. I'm sure they won't mind. It's the end of the show. No, Slice, I think you might actually be a bit colorblind. Just greens and browns, I think. Do you think the regular 940 is overpriced? David Larson says, yeah, probably. And Church says, I think I like to look at the Mediator better, but what do you like better? I like the 9400 better because the blade is better. The Mediator is so thick behind the edge. I like this a whole lot. It's just a 940. It's still pretty thick behind the edge. It's a 940, but it's a lot better. Justin Huffman says, what flavor are you vaping? It is Tsunami Tobacco, which is the plainest stuff ever. I don't like flavors. I just want my nicotine. Is the 940 Auto 940 going to be ultra overpriced? $223? I don't think it's overpriced for an auto. I don't think that's too terrible at all. The Uncharted Trucker says, I just don't like green. Yeah, neither do I. I was kind of hoping it would come out black. It came in it's a black series, which I guess makes sense. It's an auto, but because that's for like their tactical stuff. But I was kind of expecting it to be a blue class when I got it, but it's a black class. Mikey May and Brian, happy Father's Day. Do you still plan on doing a full review of the Fair and Forge Exact? Yeah, I probably get off my butt and do that. Just everything keeps coming in so much. Knife Watch, are you still doing a watch review channel? I was never going to do a watch review channel. I can't afford that. Let me put away. I gotta get the SOCOM out, apparently. People are yelling at me. You know what I did yesterday? I wasted all my time doing was reorganizing all my knives, and now I did this, and now I have them all out again. You have to do it all over again. You can hear it coming. Not much of it fits on the screen. This one actually goes back in here, so this worked out. There, I took one out and put one back, so that's an even Stevens kind of thing. Yes, the SOCOM is awesome. I got an exec during their crazy scale. Oh my god, that knife is smooth. It is so smooth. It is so smooth. Yes, do not get into watches. Listen to Shabazz. SOCOM looks huge because it is. It's a 4-inch blade and a big old handle. You carried a lot. I carried a whole lot, actually. Libby says, me, your new office knife. Yeah, it is a great little office knife. I just don't carry my exec that much. I considered selling it a few times, but then I flip it and I'm like, oh, I can't let the smoothness go. Now the SOCOM has a handle that narrows and tapers. I find that I don't really care for it, just preference. I like it. Man, mine narrows and tapers. Still, you have to have pretty big mitts for it still not fill your hand, but I like it. See you later, Justin. Thanks for coming out. We only have a few minutes left. I try and wrap up right at 9 now because OCD for EDC does his, and I like to be a good lead-in. Oh, we're up at 127. Cool. LED tapers too. Yeah, it's kind of their jam. Yep. They still fill the hand really well. How are you liking the Cleaver Civivi? Mike Carroll says. The Bull Mastiff, I'm kind of over Cleavers, but it is super, super cool. It's going to get a very positive review, but it's not my thing. Zach Stuff says, digging the purple. I love the purple too. It blends. I could not have matched it to my background any better. It just came out perfect. In the pictures, I thought it was going to be too light, but it is definitely not. I'm liking the purple and the Stonewash. If I could have had any one of them, I would have got the Apocalyptic or whatever, but this one's perfectly cool. See you later, Wayne. Yeah, oh, the numbers are climbing and it's almost time for us to end. That sucks. I hate it when that happens. You guys got to get here earlier. I know it's Father's Day, though, everybody's playing around. I don't know if I get a lot of people out here at all. Have you had a peek inside the 9400? Sean, yes, I did. I'll talk more about it in the full review, but just got a notification my Malibu should be here this week. Yahoo! Thank you, Sharp and Blade, very much. And yeah, you should be excited. The Malibu is awesome. Where is it? I know I made it accessible. Yeah, I like the Malibu, as you can tell by the dirty blade. This is definitely, spoiler alert, in my top 10 characters of the month. The Malibu is absolutely in there. I freaking love this thing. It's just so good. Very much liking it. Put the little cleaver. Hello, Penny, and you're welcome, and happy Father's Day also. If you're a father named Penny, maybe not. That was probably a really stupid thing to say. Christopher Bowen says Malibu over Mordax. I answered that earlier. They're totally different knives. I don't have any plans on selling either, but other than being a button lock and made by ProTech, they are completely different knives. Oh, thanks, Dave. Any more pen reviews coming? P.S. Happy Father's Day. I'd love to do some more, but man, I have so many knives coming in, and now I also have a real job with Knives Illustrated. I'm not going to promise that at all. Hey, Slacy, does SNG feel comfortable? I never held one. Olivia says, do not get a pen. Pens are okay. I don't know. I have some expensive pens. It was a gift, but I do have $100 and some Hinderer pen. Malibu looks awesome. Can't wait to decide whether to buy an Artisan Centauri or wait for a Malibu. Both look so awesome. Oh, I wish my Centauri is in a box on its way to another reviewer right now, or I would bring that out. But I think you missed a super chat. Which one did I miss? Let me scroll up. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I got all of them. I don't see any. CVV Shredder is a no-go. Balance isn't there. Kurt Andrews says, I don't notice it using it. I love using it. I think balance is one thing that for EDC stuff is kind of overblown. Hey, Neves, thanks for stopping by. Happy Father's Day. All right, OCD, have fun setting up and getting all ready. Oh, you got a giveaway tonight. Well, when we're done here in 3 minutes, definitely go over to OCD for EDC. You can click right on this thingy there. Not on his actual thingy, like on his name. I think it lets you go over there. What are your favorite knife actions? Oh man, that would be a really, really, really long list. I actually did probably the best thing to do would be I did a fidget, like my favorite fidget knives, probably the best way to see that. With only 3 minutes left, I don't want to get into all that. Freedom Van says, hi guys, join late. I'm a dad. Give me my entitlement. Happy Father's Day, Freedom Van. That's how your teenage daughter will say it to you. She probably doesn't call you Freedom Van. She probably calls you Dad. New Svivi slip joint. I haven't seen that. Thank you, David Garrett, very much. Have a great Father's Day. Tell Lori the 7 masks were delivered. We'll send a picture of the big. Oh, great. I'm glad to hear that. Freedom Dad. Off to walk the pugs with my son, Parker. My son's also named Parker, Chad. So thank you very much. Happy Father's Day to you, too. And congratulations on giving your son a cool name. Yeah, Parker's a great name for a kid. Hope yours doesn't grow up to be 6'5" and tower over you. EDC does have a daughter named Parker. Also a very good girl's name. My son was at first really mad when he was a little kid. He went to kindergarten, and the only other Parker in his school was a girl. And he was really annoyed that he had a girl's name. And his middle name is Alexander. And he tried to convince us to call him Lex. He's 5. We're like, we're not calling you Lex. It's not your name. Your name is Parker. He gave up on that pretty quick. He likes his name now, but yeah, Lex, because his middle name was Alex, and he liked Smallville, that Superman show. He wanted everybody to call him Lex. So if any of you guys ever meet him, call him Lex. Call him Lexi. That's my niece's name. And I don't get political on here, but I do remember when we were sitting around watching the presidential debates in 2016, and Hillary Clinton came out in that all-white outfit. And he said, my God, she's gone the full Lex Luthor. because she was dressed as head to toe white, like Lex always is in the comic books when he's president. What's your vape device of choice? I have two. I use this Aspire Breeze NXT or I don't have it. Something or other DNA. I can't remember what the model name of it is. That's like a programmable one. All right, we're at 9. OCD for EDC is live, so keep the train rolling and jump on over there. I'll be over there in a few minutes. I'm going to go downstairs and talk to my wife and hang out in the air conditioning for a little bit. And then I'll be over there too. So have a very good weekend, everybody. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Thank you so much for all the super chats. It was a very good night for that. And yeah, Benchmade Mini Freak tomorrow and lots of stuff coming during the week. The 9400 on, was it the 25th, Thursday? So keep an eye out for that. Have a good one, everybody.